Okay, it's time for me to finish what I've started. My name is Vantage Emblem, and you've probably seen recently, I've been making some cursed Pikmin creations in Spore. Well, I say I've been making, let's make this clear, I made these creations on the channel so far when I was 8 through 11, okay? But now it's time for me to get back in the saddle. There has been a new Pikmin game that has released in the time since these creations were made, and I think it makes sense that I myself, me, Vantage Emblem, should, make the new Pikmin types in Spore. Because I think you guys deserve to see these abominations. So, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to recreate the Pikmin from Pikmin 4 as best as I can within the style of Shadow Raptor 101's Pikmin, and we'll see how decent my Spore skills are, having taken a multi-year break. I'm hoping the results are going to be good and not horrifying like the last two videos, but we will see. That being said, if you want to see this kind of content, subscribe. I talk about Pikmin basically every week, so without further ado, let's get into it. I have decided that I will try to make the Ice Pikmin, the Glow Pikmin, and a couple extra surprises. So, now that we know our goal, let's get started. Alright, so first things first, we're going to start with a Glow Pikmin, because it'll be pretty easy. We're going to make it have only one leg, because why would you need more than one leg? I mean, it doesn't really have a leg, it's got this, swoopy thing at the bottom that's kind of similar to the horrifying Pikmin leaks that were fake of the forbidden one, the orange Pikmin type that was weirdly similar to the end-of-game Glow Pikmin that we ended up getting. And we're gonna take out one of the eyes and... Oh great, this is looking good. I'm gonna play with the color a little bit, and yep, you know what? This is close enough to a Glow Pikmin, I guess. Now that I started talking about the leaks, why don't we, go ahead and make the Forbidden One Pikmin from the leaks. I didn't expect that, did ya? Yeah, so we're gonna take this Glow Pikmin as a base, and we're gonna move out some parts and give it one eye like a Cyclops and label it as not from Pikmin 4, because it's not from Pikmin 4, And here we go. Here is the Forbidden One. Yeah, this thing is... I actually kind of love it in Spore. Why do I like this thing better than my Glow Pikmin? Honestly, it's a win. So yeah, one of the things that inspired me to do this project is the fact that there is a real lack of Pikmin creations that have come out in the modern waning days of Spore, right? Like, if you look up Glow Pikmin, there's only a couple examples on the Sporepedia, and the same is true of Ice Pikmin. If you look up Ice Pikmin, there's a bunch of Ice Pikmin, but they're all made from years and years ago when we did not have an official Ice Pikmin, and they're typically just a hairy Pikmin that can survive. The closest thing I found were Pikmin that were labeled as Freeze Pikmin, but even then they have this kind of hairy scarf around their neck, which is nothing like a modern Ice Pikmin. So we're going to try our hands at making our own one of the Ice Pikmin now, hey? Alright, so I'm going to start with Shadow Raptor 101's Rock Pikmin, which he described as a fail, but I still think it's, to this day, the very best Rock Pikmin in Spore. Unchallenged, right? And we're going to take it and give it two parts to its body, change its color, kind of try to make it taller like a snowman, mess around with a lot of the surface a bit, and see what we can do. We're going to mess with the eyes, because they're not going to color right when we try to make it yellow. Basically, our big challenge here is trying to make it so the bit behind the eyes don't become yellow, because the flower needs to be yellow, right? And we're going to keep working on it. We're going to keep messing with the shape. We got to hide a mouth. And, yeah. I don't hate this guy. I think he looks actually pretty cute. You know what? This is a cute Ice Pikmin. I actually really like the way I did the eyes on this. I might start doing eyes like this on future Pikmin, actually. This is pretty great. Alright, next up, we're going to try doing Ochi. And I had multiple attempts at making this guy, but this was literally the best I could get. Yeah. So, let's make it clear. He's more than a little cursed, and unfortunately, I can't seem to manage much better no matter what I do. He's so cursed that I think he's kind of a standout. He doesn't look like the other Pikmin, and while he works, I think I need to make cursed versions of the Pikmin 4 creations to be his companion. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my original blue Pikmin, yeah, this guy, and my original yellow Pikmin, and together I'm going to use them as templates to make the Glow Pikmin, and the ice Pikmin, respectively. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so first things first, we gotta merge the leg, just like we did before with this glow Pikmin. And we can cheat a little bit. We can borrow our color scheme from the glow Pikmin later, so it won't be as much time, but like, let's see what we can do. Oh. Okay, so one of the differences between my Pikmin and good Pikmin creations on Spore is that I had the stem be a part of the creature's spine instead of an arm. And as you can see, that makes this creation process just, oh, the proportions here. Like, hopefully I can get something halfway decent. A mouth. We have to move the mouth. Okay. But this is part of the style I'm working with, so I have to commit, right? Okay. Yep, let's squeeze this. He has two different eyes, right? Because he's a glow Pikmin. So I'm going to be using Spore's asymmetry feature to make our first really asymmetrical real game Pikmin, because Pikmin haven't been asymmetrical before this guy. So we're going to use two different eyes, and we're going to give him a big extended flower, just like he has in the real game. Here we go. Let's see him animate. What? Why is his head squishing in on itself? Why is... Spore, what you doing? Well, he looks visually okay, animates totally fine when he's not trying to walk, you know, or when his hidden mouth is not going through his flesh, so, you know, that's fine. So, let's take it from the blue Pikmin now, which is by far the worst looking Pikmin I made from my original set. And also one of my personal favorites because he's just unhinged and kind of jacked. Like, look at his arms. Why is he so muscular? Anyway, we're going to import the texture from the ice Pikmin, which gives us a good base. And we are going to start applying crystals. That's right, realistic crystals to his body. So we're going to try to make him as, you know, impressive and 4K as the... you know, as the other Pikmin have been, right? He is RTX on. He's yikes. Oh, I don't like what I'm doing with this. Let's add some more crystals. Let's try to make him... I don't have enough space for a mouth, so let's remove the head crystals. He's just getting crystals on his body. You know what? This is as good as we're gonna get. Yup. He's actually... I don't hate him. I hate the way he animates, but honestly, these two are, for being in that style of probably would come eat me at night, this one is, I mean, it's still awful, don't get me wrong, and like, compare it back to the original version of the Ice Pikmin that I made here, like, it's night and day, you know. Alright, on that note, I have made the creatures from Pikmin 4. I'm not even going to attempt Moss, having seen my OG, unless you guys really want it. If you do want to see a Moss, let me know in the comments below. And I might even do leaflings in a future video, but my goal for the next Spore video, right, and I've been working on this one for quite some time, I've got some original Pikmin concepts I'm going to be introducing that are based on trying to finish the, in quotes, Pikmin rainbow, because I want to prove that there's a lot of space for Pikmin designs outside of the core colors that we have now. People keep saying that there's only really room for an orange Pikmin left, but there's so many colors that can be used, and I think people need to have their minds opened to the amount of Pikmin we can have in the future. That being said, did you enjoy this? Did you hate any of these particularly more than any others? Let me know in the comments below. My name is Vantage Emblem, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next Spore video or another Pikmin video on the channel. Cheers.